Good morning from O'Brien Park. So last night I slept over here at O'Brien Park and I was at the splash pad over here, and I don't know, about midnight, I'm not really sure what time it was, I heard gunshots, like very quick concession gunshots, and they were very close. And I heard like a bullet ricochet that wasn't too far from me, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And I poked my head out and I didn't see anything because I thought that the bullets came from over there because of the way the sound was. Turns out they came from over here. And there's some shell casings on the ground. But I'm like, who were they shooting at? I don't know what happened. Somebody else from the neighborhood came and stopped them, and like as far as I can tell, they unloaded like the entire magazine or the entire barrel. I don't know what type of gun it was, but they unloaded like all of the ammo. So it was like less of an issue once they stopped shooting, but it was like, what are you doing? So this is where I grilled last night. I built like this grill, and then that's the shell casings over there. So like you can tell based on like the ones on the ground over here that they were standing right here where I was grilling, and obviously they're facing like this way or whatever way, but the fact that I heard bullets ricochet means they're probably facing this way. So it's like, first of all, your aim is shit. Like there were no bullets or bullet holes anywhere around where I was. Second of all, the fuck are you doing? Now you would think like normal natural instinct would be like, oh my god, there's this person shooting, I should go move and like be somewhere else. No, like as soon as the shot stopped and I heard like people yelling at him, I was just like, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. It makes me wonder if I should just like hold off on coming to O'Brien Park for a while, but then at the same time, like, is someone gonna take me to the zoo so I can talk to Billy and Tina? Like, hello, why do you think I come up here? It's also less scary overall when I realize that there's a lot of dogs that wander around this park, and it's entirely possible they were shooting at one of those. There's also like coyotes, a couple coyotes I've seen come through here, and like I give them my scraps from when I grill on the grill, so like they all love me and they're just like, oh, Fran Ruth is here. Also, the sheriff just does patrol this particular park. Like they usually had patrols coming through, but like last night after the guy was shooting, like there was a sheriff parked like right there at the bathrooms that was like on the way to the splash park, had full view of me for like several hours. So it's a little less scary when you think about it that way, but it's still like, what was this guy shooting at? What was he doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing at midnight on a fucking Tuesday in a public park shooting at people? And then on top of all of this, I recently came down with COVID, if you can't tell from my voice. So like, I did not feel well. I needed some sleep. I was just like, fuck this shit. I'm going back to sleep. There's also, you know, Ruth, why didn't you call the police? Well, I mean, obviously there's somebody from the sheriff's office that patrols this park, and based on the tire tracks in the mud right in front of where the shell casings were, I think somebody got to him pretty fast. Also, like, people from the neighborhood did immediately respond. Like, the neighbors that are over here, like, they just came out of their houses, were like, what the fuck are you doing? So it's like there was a response, and I was exhausted and sick, and I just went back to sleep because he missed. But I'm pretty sure somebody tried to kill me last night. Other than the person shooting last night, I was actually planning on staying here another night. I kind of wanted to hang up here at O'Brien for a while, but then I realized there's a storm coming. There's not a lot of places to shelter from a storm up here, so I'm gonna go to my usual hole that I go to, just hole up from a storm. Because the really bad ones with like wind and hail, like I've really only found like one place I can consistently get to where they won't kick me out. So I'm gonna go there and hide there. And if it's anything like last storm, I'll probably just sleep through it. So aside from the guy that like, you know, tried to shoot me last night, and normally when I'm up here in Turley, they're normally very nice, and it's really not that big a deal, but apparently over the last couple of weeks, it got a bit more surly up here in Turley. Because one of the real big differences that I've noticed is like in Tulsa, when I'm walking around, I'm walking along the street, like in the actual street, people will pull over and be like, hey, did you need a ride? And then here in Turley, they drive around me and they make a face of like, ugh, why are you in the road?